The thoroughbred is a magnificent animal, bred for speed, bred to compete, the sport of kings.
Wow, West Coast has it by 6.
It's the all-new Let's Go Racing from Parks Casino and Racetrack. It's action-packed and fun for the entire family.
3 of them are right together with 1 furlong to go.
Let's Go Racing is brought to you by the Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association. It's fun to see them run.
A very pleasant good morning, racing fans, and welcome here to Parks Racing for Let's Go Racing, another terrific weekend around the country. But we'll start right here at home. It's our big long-distance race of the year, the Grade 3 Greenwood Cup. We looked like we had a possible match race. Yep. Would somebody throw a wrench in the business here? We'll talk about that in just a minute. On the national seed, a great matchup on the West Coast, Chancellotte against Omaha Beach in the Grade 1 Santa Anita Spring Championship. 4 Grade 1 races from Keeneland, and a couple of big 2-year-old races that you do not want to miss, all coming up over the next 30 minutes here on Let's Go Racing. Hi, everybody. Keith Jones on the beautiful first floor here at Parks Racing. My friend Dick Girardi. And Dick, we got tons of stuff to get to today, but we want to let the folks know Owners Appreciation Day later this afternoon here at Parks. If you have talked many times, the game would not be the game without our owners.
No game without owners. Giant purses today, good fields, great betting day here at the track.
Join us right here at 12:55, your post time. Let's get right to it, Dick. It's the Greenwood Cup, the 15th running. Hard to imagine that 15th running. It's a mile and a half. Anything could happen at a mile and a half. Grade 3 race, $200,000 purse. As I mentioned a moment ago, kind of looked like a possible match race on paper, but we don't run them on paper. Number 5, Mark Cody, 3 to 5 for trainer Todd Pletcher. And Dick, he likes to get to the front. When he gets to the front, he can be tough.
Yeah, he's only run the distance twice. He's won both, so yeah, he's an obvious favorite here.
And he is a Grade 2 winner, so he does have some class here. Number 3, War Story is the 6 to 5 second choice for trainer George Navarro. Dick, as you look at his PPs, he either runs great or doesn't run at all.
Yeah, he's closing on $3 million. I mean, he's been in a lot of the big races, and he's won some big ones from time to time, but yeah, his in and out would be a nice way to call it. And by the way, there's another horse in there, a 50 to 1 shot by any given Saturday.
Any given Saturday?
Any given Saturday.
I wonder who that might be. Let's take a look at the Greenwood Cup. So asphalt paving with the quarter in 24 and 3. The opening half mile was clocked at an even 50 seconds. War Story moves up closer now. Marconi will be stuck 3 wide into the clubhouse turn, and those 3 are now across the track. Lemonade Thursday is looking to angle over a bit in the 4th position. Not much yet from either Adventist or His Royal Majesty. So rounding that clubhouse turn, War Story is in between horses and now goes on to poke ahead in front. Asphalt paving on the inside, trying to stay up there with War Story as Marconi gets 3 deep to the backstretch. About 2 lengths to Lemonade Thursday, who is now settled into stride and gets a nudge to go on in the 4th position with 5 furlongs to go. At the back still are Adventist in His Royal Majesty. So the 2 favorites are now 1-2 with now 4.5 furlongs to go. War Story 3/4 of a length with Marconi on the outside. It's about 3.5 to Lemonade Thursday, who has come on to be 3rd. Adventist about to take 4th. Asphalt paving backpedaling out of there. His Royal Majesty continues at the back. So 3 furlongs to go in the Greenwood Cup, and the matchup between War Story and Marconi. War Story leaning it by a neck. Marconi is right there poised on his outside. Adventist has now come up on the inside and will be 3rd as Lemonade Thursday is dropped back to 4th. So Marconi and War Story on the inside. Those 2 will come off the turn, and they're absolutely head-to-head. Adventist is making a strong run on the far outside. Just a furlong to go. It's Marconi and War Story still stride for stride, but here comes Adventist, and Adventist is about to pull a huge shocker in the Greenwood Cup. And the Greenwood Cup, another Uriah St. Louis special. He wins with Adventist at 50 to 1 and pays $103 to win. Our congratulations to Uriah and his family, and also our congratulations to winning jockey John Basono. John is joining us here on the program today. John, tremendous victory on Saturday. Before we get to the race, what I want to ask you, on paper, you're looking at the race, you look like you're on a horse that's maybe a little bit overmatched. What's your mindset going in?
Yes, hello. Thank you guys for inviting me to the show again. You look at the paper and you say, there's some tough horses in the race, and the main thing that I think that really helped me out was a mile and a half. That I think that anything can happen in the type of race, especially that kind of distance. And thank God everything worked out my way.
John, take us through the race. You sat a beautiful, patient ride. Take us through it.
Well, yeah, you know, we had the break. Like we said, anything could happen. And the favorite, I saw he broke last and then moved up. And I'm saying, wow, he moved up early because we got a long way to go, you know. And I saw he got a little rank around when we coming around the first time, you know. And I'm looking at, as this race is the 11th, I'm saying, you know, this is all good for me, you know, because I'm just letting my horse get into his groove, and he's just relaxed back there, you know, taking his time, getting into his own gear, you know. And by the time I start hitting the 5/8 pole, I said, this is starting to look pretty good, you know. I said, I'm still sitting, you know, not too far out of it, like 7, 8 lengths out of it. And I feel like he's starting to get a little bit into gear, you know. And by the time we hit the 3/8 pole, and I saw that Frankie and McCarthy, you know, they started, you know, I guess they figured it was a match race between them two, you know. And I said, I'm still sitting good, and I haven't asked my horse a jump yet, you know. And by the time we hit the middle of the turn, when I saw McCarthy ask his horse a little bit at the quarter pole, and I saw he advanced a little bit but didn't open up, you know. And I said, I think they're in trouble. And as soon as we turned for home, you know, I took my horse clear outside and switched leads. I popped him once, and I mean, he just took off.
Mile and a half is such an unusual distance anymore, John. What do you do differently in a race like that?
It's like I'm saying, them long distance, it's all, I think it has a lot to do with if you know the horse that you're on. My opinion, you know, when you just got to let him to get to relax. The horse that Suleto's horse that was with me at the first part of it, which helped me out just enough to keep my horse in tension that first part of it without, you know, being rank. And, you know, like I said, everything just worked out their way, and that's what happens. You got to be in them to win them.
Now, Uriah looks at this game differently than everybody else at the racetrack. He puts his horse in these races where, well, there's no way this horse can win. But they keep either running second or third, and then every once in a while they come up and win. What is it like riding for him? What did he tell you before the race?
No, you know, everybody, you know, when you go into these races, you know, even if you're, like you're saying, 100 to 1, you know, you obviously you think you got a shot because you're in the race, you know what I'm saying? So it's just it's a matter of his horses keep knocking and knocking on the door. Like you said, you know, they finish second, they finish third, you know, so sooner or later, you know, it's going to hit their way, you know, so. And so I'm glad it was me on him when he...
John, last year you were involved in a really freak and a serious accident and were badly hurt. It's great to have you back, one of the best riders here that we have at the track. Tell us about your rehab, the mental, the physical part of it. How difficult was that for you?
Well, I mean, it was a little bit tough, you know, because, you know, I had pretty, you know, 6 fractured ribs, you know, and the collapsed lung. I mean, it was a little hard to get back. But, you know, to tell you the truth, I think I got back sooner than I thought I was going to, you know, and I told everybody I'm going to take my time until I feel 100%. But sure enough, you know, the first day I came to get on horses, I felt fine, and I was like, wow, I was surprised myself, you know, and you know, I thank God, you know, I want to thank the trainers and the owners that give me the opportunity since I've been back from the accident. You know, I had a great couple of months since I've been back, you know, winning races, and now I win the stakes, so you know, it's working out.
Folks, one of the really great guys in our jockeys room right here, and we congratulate him again on a tremendous victory. John Bosono, thanks for joining us and continued success.
Thank you, guys.
Well, let's get to our first break. We got back here on Let's Go Racing. Of course, our national coverage, but a special feature coming up as well. So stay with us. We'll be right back after this.
Omaha Beach is very close. Omaha Beach firing a big shot in his comeback.
Looking to join the thrill and excitement of thoroughbred racehorse ownership? Pewter Stable can get you started. With more than 25 years of experience under the leadership of Greg and Kate DeMasi, Pewter Stable is one of the industry's leaders in racing partnerships, winning hundreds of races and millions of dollars at racetracks all over the Mid-Atlantic, including New York. No markup, no management fees makes our partnerships unique and affordable. We are Pewter Stable.
What does Chapman's 7 locations and 10 car brands mean to you? It means a huge selection of quality pre-owned vehicles, all makes and models, many one-owner, low-mileage certified with miles of factory warranty remaining. Safety checked, meticulously detailed, and each come with a free Carfax report so you can buy with complete confidence at any Chapman Auto store near you. Or shop online anytime at ChapmanPreowned.com.
If our emblem is not on your car or truck, you probably did pay too much.
Welcome back, everyone, to Parks Racing for Let's Go Racing. Time for a special feature segment today. And Dick, in the backstretch, one of our friends and Hall of Famers, Connie Yeomans, her mother was a huge proponent of continued education for those people in the backstretch. You can get involved here. There's some information there if you'd like to help out in the scholarship fund. It's called the Granny Fund, but just a tremendous thing, another tremendous thing they do with the PTHA.
Yeah, no question. Look, there's nobody we like anymore on the backstretch than Connie. I mean, she makes everything go around here, and the scholarship fund is huge because any kind of education you can get for our backstretch workers is good now, and it's going to be good your entire life.
Well, here's more with our friend Bruce Casella and the Granny Fund.
Catherine Charlotte Yeomans, aka Granny, could do it all. From plumbing, carpentry, to refinishing cabinets. She could fix anything she put her mind to. Granny was a Kentucky gal, born in 1915, and had a different way of thinking about things. She had a can-do attitude, mixed with a heart of gold. In 1982, after her husband William passed away, she made her way from Kentucky to Pennsylvania to live with her daughter Connie. That move wasn't just good for Connie, it was good for the horsemen at Philadelphia Park.
She was out here all the time. Anytime we used to have softball games and picnics and stuff, and Granny was always the biggest duck in the puddle. She loved it.
For 18 years, Granny touched many lives at the racetrack. She preached love and goodwill and really emphasized education. Granny passed away in the year 2000, and the Granny Fund was born.
Finding out that I could apply for the Granny Fund was a great thing. It was a little bit of extra money each semester that really helped in the long run.
My family has been able to take advantage of the Granny Fund by sending my daughter to college for 4 years, and now she has a good job, and my son was able to go away to Penn State.
The Granny Fund's been great. I mean, look at how many kids get an opportunity from the backside here to actually, further their education, which they couldn't have without it.
The Granny Fund is all about bettering our community, just like Granny would have wanted.
Granny was always adamant to everybody about getting more education, completing their education, doing whatever they could to learn more. And I didn't think anything could better serve her memory than a scholarship fund.
I originally didn't know about it, so it was a pleasant surprise when I heard some of the other trainers and grooms talk about how their kids, were going to college and how they were affording to put their kids through college.
Really appreciated it, helped out. Training, sometimes the money doesn't go as far as it needs to, and the Granny Fund was there to help me out.
Hunter is attending the College of New Jersey where he wrestles and is a 4-time Dean's List student, and he is taking advantage of the Granny Fund, and it's very helpful to help him out with books and his tuition and everything else he can put towards his education.
And you can help carry on this amazing educational program with a generous donation to the Granny Fund.
I went to Temple University and Whitney Mercer University, and I want to thank the Granny Fund.
I would like to thank the Granny Fund for helping with my college experience.
With Granny Fund, they help a lot to have a success in studies and their career. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And as you mentioned in the intro there, education in any walk of life is so important. And again, here's the information. If you'd like to help with this important fund, please do so and get contacted and get involved.
No question. Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, Dick, let's get to our national coverage. It's brought to you, of course, by Chapman Auto Group. Unless our emblem is on the back of your car or truck, you probably paid too much. Some great stuff this week, Dick. We're going to start out at Santa Anita with the Grade 1 Santa Anita Sprint Championship, 6 furlongs. And Dick, it's Chance-a-Lot. Chance-a-Lot 2-5 for trainer George Navarro. Ran that huge 121 buyer figure in the Amsterdam. And he backed that up a little bit to 96 when he got beat in the Jerkins.
Yeah, and the Jerkins, I thought he caught the dead rail on Travers Day, and I thought he still ran really, really well. And maybe that other race, the 121, it was just hard to come back in, a month and duplicate it. But he's going to the lead. We know that much.
Dick, the second choice, how about number 2, Omaha Beach? Omaha Beach is back. He's 5-2 for trainer Dick Mandela. We know he has absolutely loved this horse. He won back in the spring, the Rebel in the Arkansas Derby, but because of some physical issues, he's been off for 6 months.
Yeah, he was going to be the favorite in the Kentucky Derby. Had he made it, obviously he scratched the week up with that intrepid epiglottis. They had the surgery. It took him a little longer to come back. He missed some time, and he's trying to figure out which race. Interestingly enough, Mike Smith was booked to ride Chance-a-Lot here until Dick Mandela made an audible and said, no, we're running Omaha Beach. So they stay with Jaramillo on Chance-a-Lot, and Mike is going to ride Omaha Beach. 3/4 on paper looks too short. The shortest this horse has ever been is 7/8. We'll see.
It's a pretty good race. Here's the call.
Chancelot shows the way past the 3/8, still in hand by a length. He's got company with Flagstaff on the outside, and down at the rail, Omaha Beach is very close. Omaha Beach firing a big shot in his comeback as the field turns for home. Chancelot, Omaha Beach is coming with good-looking strides down at the rail, and Flagstaff on the outside. Chancelot fully extended, trying to fend off the classy Omaha Beach. Chancelot digging in. Omaha Beach at the rail is coming to him. Chancelot, Omaha Beach, Omaha Beach, Omaha Beach.
Well, Dick, what an amazing performance here by Omaha Beach. You're off for 6 months, and you run down Chancelot. He gets up to win it by a head, $7.20 to win. Again, Dick Mandela, Mike Smith. Chancelot gets beat again. Hard to imagine that after that 121. But, Dick, I mean, you just can't say enough about Dick Mandela and Omaha Beach.
And look, he's one of the very best. He's in the Hall of Fame for a reason. He's great at pointing a horse for a particular race, but in this circumstance, he had to keep changing because the horse would have training problems. He finally says, all right, you know, we got to get a race, so we'll run them at 3/4. I don't think they thought they were going to win. They just hoped they would run well. Well, they ran better than that. And then you watch him on the gallop out, he was flying by Chancelot. I'm not sure why the Jaramillo didn't have him on the rail. I thought that was a mistake. I'd be surprised if he rides him back in the Breeders' Cup Sprint. We'll see. Omaha Beach, now it's just a question of which race. I don't think they can bring him back in the sprint because I don't think he's going to be able to beat this horse and Imperial Hint and Matoli. I think the 1.25 miles is asking too much. One race off the layoff. I think the dirt mile makes the most sense for Omaha Beach because right now the plan is to retire him. So I could see the dirt mile and then maybe like the Pegasus, something like that,
cool.
and then send him off to stud.
What a tremendous horse, Omaha Beach. We have missed him all year.
Indeed.
Well, Dick, how about some 2-year-olds?
Yeah.
Let's go up to Belmont Park, start with the Grade 1 Champagne. They'll go that one-turn mile for $500 million. And the favorite here, number 3, Green Light Go. Green Light Go for trainer Jimmy Jerkins, the son of Hard Spun, 6-5 the price. And Dick, he's going longer today, but he looked great in the Grade 2 Saratoga Special.
He did. He's won both of his races by open lengths. Loose on the lead the first time. Second time he closed. This is a Stronach stable horse by the great Pennsylvania bred Hard Spun.
Second choice, number 7, Tis the Law, who was 7-5 for trainer Barkley Tagg. Second career start for the son of Constitution. Dick, he looked great in his debut.
He did, and Constitution's a hot young sire, and this is, yes, the Saratoga stable, Jack Knowlton. It's the New York bred, Barkley Tagg. It's the Funny Side crew. They're back.
There's a big effort coming. Here's the Champagne.
Green Light Go, who's pushed by Gazilla through this first 1/4 mile. Then Truculent on the inside. And they're right alongside of Big City Bob, Tis the Law, in behind them and racing 3.5 lengths off the lead, starting to settle a bit at the half-mile pole. Alpha 66 coming under pressure at the back of the pack. The half was 46.15 seconds midway on the far turn. It is Green Light Go on the inside and Gazilla stride for a stride on the lead. Big City Bob 1.5 off of them. Tis the Law's down on the inside. Alpha 66 and Truculent. Green Light Go makes his way to the top of the stretch with Gazilla right alongside of him. And they've run 3/4 in 1:10.82 and they're into the stretch and Gazilla pokes ahead in front. Tis the Law comes up on the outside and Tis the Law goes right on by.
Dick, a terrific performance here by Tis the Law. As you mentioned, that hot sire Constitution draws off to win by 4 lengths, pays $4.80 to win. He's now unbeaten in 2 starts, and Dick, he looks like he has a pretty good future.
Yeah, I think they're thinking already ahead to the Derby next year. I think they have Funny Side Jr. here, the New York bred.
Funny Side Jr.
And I would not argue. I thought this was a really powerhouse race, and I'm not sure what Manny Franco was doing on the turn when he had the horse boxed in, but man, when he came out, he just absolutely exploded. No Breeders' Cup for Tis the Law. They're going to wait and run in the Kentucky Jockey Club. Maybe to give them a race over the track that they'd like to be back in May. And interestingly enough, Funny Side is now 19. Right? Remember there was a time when they were actually going to put up a sign at Churchill Downs, no New York breds or PA breds allowed, when Funny Side and Smarty Jones won the Derby back-to-back. But another really good New York bred is the Tagg Knowlton Saratoga stable.
Tis the Law. Keep your eyes on him. Dick, another 2-year-old race down at Keeneland, the Grade 1 Breeders' Futurity, 1 mile and 1/16. Again, it's a $500 million purse and a pretty big field here. Dick, number 10, Gouverneur Morris.
Yes.
The 3-2 choice, trainer Todd Pletcher, another son of that Constitution.
Yeah, and Gouverneur Morris, named after one of the signers of the Declaration of Independence, and the town of Morrisville in Bucks County is named after Gouverneur Morris.
Second choice, number 1, Tap It to Win. We know you love Tap It to Win. You're going to get 3-1 for trainer Mark Cassie coming off his maiden breaker last time out.
Yeah, I thought he caught the dead rail Travers Day, and I've been waiting for him to run back, and he's on the inside. I figure he's going to be loose in the lead. He's 3-1. I love this horse.
Somebody ran big again. Who could it be? Here's the call.
Awkward move there for Tap It to Win into the first turn. Started to duck out a lane, then moved back down toward the inside, tossing his head, still hasn't relaxed. American Butterfly, meantime, has moved by for the lead by 1.5 lengths. Life on the Road second ahead. Tap It to Win tries to relax down toward the inside, still hard held there in third and wrestled back. Now starts to move up. He wants to go on between horses. Can't find the running room just yet. Now there he goes. Tap It to Win second, draws up alongside the leader. Further back, King Theo moves up the rail into fourth. By Your Side is in fifth. Gouverneur Morris is in sixth position, stays toward the outside, just over 5 lengths off the lead. Enforceable, Ajaweed, Maxfield, and January 1 to complete the pack. 24.01 at the quarter, 47.78 seconds the time for the first half mile. American Butterfly the leader. American Butterfly by 1.5 lengths. Tap It to Win goes second. Life on the Road, then Gouverneur Morris. And Gouverneur Morris now moving up on the outside from fourth to third to second by a head. And now alongside the leader, Gouverneur Morris. Enforceable and Maxfield both moving behind that one at the quarter pole. Gouverneur Morris has taken the lead from American Butterfly. Here's Maxfield moving up on the outside to challenge Gouverneur Morris off the far turn, and Maxfield strides forward and takes the lead by 1.5 lengths.
No Gouverneur Morris, and Dick Tap It to Win was about as misbehaved as you could possibly be. How about number 6, Maxfield, who made a big late run to win his debut? He does it again, draws off to win by 5.5 lengths, pays $14.80 to win for trainer Brandon Walsh with Jose Ortiz on board. Dick, tell us about Maxfield.
A Godolphin horse. Are they finally going to win the Derby with a horse that trains in the USA? This horse was dazzling.
Man.
I mean, he was really good. 86 Beyer, 89 for the Champagne winner. Brendan Walsh said after the race he was shocked the horse won his first start because he thought that
he was
going
way back.
Yeah, it was going to just take a while for him to develop, but always knew he had major talent. This is a really good horse. My apologies for Tap It to Win. I was a big tout. I have no idea what was going on. The horse was just I don't know why he just didn't send him to lead, first of all. But then he was just crying to run. It was a mess. It was a total mess. I don't know what happened there, but better days may be ahead. And didn't it look like Gouverneur Morris was going to win by 5 on the turn, the Pletcher horse? That's why Maxfield was so impressive. He ran by a horse who really ran.
Dick, let's get to our next break. We got back here on Let's Go Racing. Gee, I wonder who our jockey trainer of the week might be. We'll be back with that after this.
He's a winner. He's a champion. He's an icon. He's a legend. And now he's back in Pennsylvania. Smarty Jones, Kentucky Derby winner, Preakness Stakes winner, standing at Equistar in Annville, Pennsylvania. The quintessential Pennsylvania bred has returned. Smarty Jones is back home. Please call Rodney Eckenrode or visit EquistarTrainingAndBreeding.com.
Racehorses are pampered,
treated with care, and loved.
Nothing is more important than their health and their safety.
We do right by them,
and they do right by us.
The hard-working folks
who proudly earn our living
in Pennsylvania's horse racing
and breeding industries.
Horse racing is a lot of fun.
But it's so much more.
It provides tens of thousands of jobs.
Jobs, and billions in economic impact each year.
All across the Commonwealth.
Horse racing in Pennsylvania. It's a winner.
Welcome back, everyone, to Parks Racing for Let's Go Racing. Jockey and Trainer of the Week brought to you by the great folks at Turning for Home. Log on to their website at turningforhome.org and get yourself involved today. Dick, our Jockey of the Week, none other than our friend John Bassotto. And Dick, as we talk to him here today, you realize just how thoughtful he thinks through everything. It doesn't happen by accident.
One of the sharpest guys at the track and one of the best riders we've ever had here.
And Dick, our Trainer of the Week, how does he do it? And here we have some video of, again, the celebration here. How does Uriah St. Louis do this? His legacy just seems to grow every year.
Yeah, look, Discreet Lover made the Hall of Fame this year and off the Jockey Club Gold Cup. And again, he just looks at the game differently than everybody else. But how he looks at it has become a very successful way of doing it.
50-1 again, and there he is.
He's figured it out.
Unbelievable. Dick, let's get to race recap. We'll go back to Keeneland here for the Grade 1 Spinster. That's the fillies and mares at 1 mile and 1/8 for $500,000. Elate gets bet down to 3-5. Dick, is there any more disrespected filly than Blue Prize? She just gets no headlines. Here she wins it again at 7-1.
Yeah, she's now 9 wins, 8 seconds, and 22 lifetime starts. But yeah, Joey
She's
Bravo,
like the Rodney Dangerfield.
7-1 Blue Prize gets home.
Unbelievable. Dick, the Shadwell Turf Mile down at Keeneland on Saturday. Number 4, Valley Point, the 2-1 favorite for Trainer Chad Brown. 3-year-old taking on older horses here. But Dick, how good is Bowie's Hero?
Really good, and Phil D'Amato is like the hottest trainer out in California right now. He's great on grass. This Del Mar Mile was a key race on Saturday.
Yeah.
Also, horse came out of it to win a stake in New York.
And Dick, those turf courses on the East and West Coast are
Totally
so different, and
different.
Bowie's Hero can handle them all. It's
Doesn't matter.
pretty amazing. And Dick, the First Lady, fillies and mares at a mile down at Keeneland for $400,000. Number 11, Rushing Fall, is 6-5 for Trader Chad Brown. But Dick, we have a super hot pace here, and here comes Chad with Uni. Look at this.
Yeah, couldn't have set up much better for Uni, the 5-year-old mare. She's just going to blow by the field, coming from way back to win this thing by 2.5 at the wire. And Rushing Fall, really the first time ever, she just did not fire.
And that's a new course mark there for Uni. 3-1 pays $8.60 to win. Boy, does she have a late turn of speed. Dick, Ion Racing, the Grade 1 Queen Elizabeth II Challenge Cup at Keeneland, and up at Canada, it's the Grade 1 Pattison Canadian International.
Yeah, these are probably the last races that maybe you see somebody in the Breeders' Cup. It's getting late now. We're 3 weeks away. But yeah, the last 2 weekends were the big ones, and those are hopefully everybody's got these races taped, and you're watching them over and over again, because there's going to be a lot of Breeders' Cup winners coming out of those races.
Dick, news and notes. How many races has Chad Brown won here this year?
Until Saturday, or until Monday, 0. My man, he can win everywhere, but Parks is just too hard.
We'll be right back after this.
Racehorses are pampered.
Treated with care and loved.
Nothing is more important than their health and their safety.
We do right by them,
And they do right by us.
the hard-working folks
Who proudly earn our living.
In Pennsylvania's horse racing,
and breeding industries.
Horse racing is a lot of fun.
but it's so much more.
It provides tens of thousands of jobs,
Jobs and billions in economic impact each year.
all across the Commonwealth.
Horse racing in Pennsylvania. It's a winner.
The Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association is the advocate for Parks Racing's horsemen and has worked hard to secure better lives for the hundreds of trainers and their families that work in the thoroughbred racing industry. Our horsemen benefit from medical coverage, trainer pension plans, and increased purses. Thanks to these horsemen, racing at Parks is the very best, providing entertainment for you and the entire family. The Pennsylvania Horsemen are proud to be part of the community and introduce a new generation of fans to the sport of kings.
Welcome back, everyone, to Parks Racing for Let's Go Racing News and Notes. The final segment brought to you by Pewter Stable. Log on to their website, pewterstable.com. Become an owner today. Bruce Casella, Dick Girardi, Keith Jones, and Dick Chad Brown had the donut here until Monday. The new Parks Fall Oaks. Nay Lady Nay, who got squeezed back at the start, was last. It didn't matter.
Now, we've seen this before. The great Chad Brown rush at the finish to win by 2.5 lengths. He'd only started 3. He was second in all 3. Just kidding about Chad, but Chad wins a lot.
6-5, 440 the win price. And Dick, in Naval trying to win her 3rd straight arc, it did not happen.
It didn't. She took the lead. She got rid of the horses looked like she had to get rid of, but the really soft ground caught up with her late. Wallgeist passed her, so finished second. But what a super mare she is, trying to be the first ever to go for 3 arcs.
Otis Appreciation Day later here at the racetrack, 12:55 post, and join us next week on Let's Go Racing.